Unleashing real brilliance.
Like an absolute rocker. He's clubbed that miles, it's a beauty. Bowling.
That's a big hit. What a superb piece of bowling.
Wow, this man is special.
India are flying high after completing a comprehensive 4-1 ODI series success over the Aussies last Sunday. Now the same core of superstars set their sights on T20 domination as well. But even without their injured skipper, the Aussies have short-form heavyweights of their own. And they will be keen to finish the tour with a flourish. So time to take fresh guard for the 3-match series with no shortage of skills, spills and thrills guaranteed. And we continue this journey around India, but this time in the shortest form of the game, T20s. Guwahati and Hyderabad await, but today we're in Jharkhand in Dhoni land. And it's a wonderful stadium. I enjoy coming here, nice and green. And India and Australia getting ready to play the first T20 international here in Ranchi. Now the weather, there was a lot of talk around the weather, 32 degrees high. The most important numbers just coming up there. 7% rain, even as you get light streaks of lightning in the background, but it isn't raining, and that's come down from 20% to a 7% chance of rain. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Always in Ranchi, you know there's a cricket match on from about 2 kilometers away from the stadium, if not the moment you land in the city. Cricket crazy, everybody excited about this game. We've seen some good matches here in Ranchi as well. Now a little while ago the toss, India won the toss and Virat Kohli has chosen to field. He said it was largely because of the uncertain weather. Now in the commentary box, Brett Lee and Murli Kartik.
Well, there we have it, the Australian team. Top of the order, Aaron Finch and David Warner. He's got the captain next to his name tonight. Stephen Smith is out injured. Travis Head gets an opportunity at number 3, Maxwell 4. And Mose Enrique is a big powerhouse all-rounder, playing at number 5. And he played 9 matches. There's a wealth of experience behind him. Tim Payne, good to see him back in the green gold. Dan Christian has been around for a long, long time, a lot of experience. And Nathan Coulter-Nile will back up where he left off in these wonderful ODI matches. Got a lot of wickets, but with beautiful control and some wonderful swing. Andrew Tye, Adam Zampa and Jason Behrendorff will make his debut today. So we wish him the best of luck.
India were dominant. Shikhar Dhawan had to miss out the one-day series because of personal reasons. Joins hands with Rohit Sharma, his long-time opening partner. The middle order, as in the one-day, stays the same. Virat Kohli, Pandey and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. A wealth of experience there. Kedar Jadhav holds on to his spot. So does Hardik Pandya, the all-rounder. And then the specialist bowlers. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, outstanding in this format. Kuldeep Yadav makes his way into the team after the last ODI. The one to miss out was Akshar Patel. Jasprit Bumrah, once again very good in the T20 format, and Yuzvendra Chahal.
One of the reasons India said they chose to field was the weather around here in Ranchi. Oh, that struck on the pads. There is DRS for this T20 international. You're allowed 1, but India choose not to take it. I fear it might be drifting down leg.
I think more than drifting down leg, I felt that it pitched outside the leg stump. That was my initial reaction, because it's trying to take it away. Definitely pitched outside the leg stump, and that's exactly what they were looking for. Behind the stumps, Dhoni review system immediately said pitching outside.
In the gap for 4. Look how quickly that's gone to the boundary. We always know he hits the ball hard, but that ball is travelling across the turf.
Yeah, we've got to get our mind around that. It's T20 cricket. Stephen Smith there on camera. He'll want to be fit shortly. He won't play any part of this series. Heading home tomorrow. But look at the technique and the timing from David Warner. He's away and it's dangerous. Dangerous play against India if he gets going.
3 balls and already enough action. The man being moved from the short point region to the deep point region.
Finds a gap again for 4. Gee, Warner looks liberated. It's almost as if he's telling himself, look, I can play the shots that I want right from the first ball. You got the feeling in the one there that he was just holding back a little.
I'm not convinced they've got the right field here. They've got third man up. They've got point out on the boundary and a traditional fine leg. So what it's allowing Bhuvaneshwar Kumar to do is actually push the ball a lot wider.
And also right now, in the first over itself, Virat Kohli is chasing the ball. And that's not what Bhuvaneshwar generally does. Wonderful, wonderful comeback from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. After being struck for 2 fours, getting the danger man and the captain, David Warner. Once again, chopping on to the stumps.
Big moment in the game. Karthik was just saying so much has happened in the first over. Well, so much more has happened.
Yeah, a little chop on. Just didn't really move his feet there, David Warner. Just trying to glide that one down. And what a fantastic comeback. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, little beauty, he says. And David Warner, unfortunately, has got to depart. Australia lose their first wicket. 8 for 1.
Right, this is different cricket, isn't it? Glenn Maxwell is coming out at number 3.
Yeah, as a cricketer, you love the traditional format, but there's something sensational about this format as well. We've already seen that. 5 deliveries, enough action.
Well, Glenn Maxwell at 3. 8 of the first over, but a wicket. It's 8 for 1.
Good start in that. In terms of if you'd take that as a bowler, head off the first over, and 1 wicket. Big key man of David Warner, you'd take it every single day of the week. So it brings 2 new players out here in the middle. Finch has yet to face the ball. And Maxwell, they'll be after a big partnership.
Big crowd, and needless to say, noisy crowd here in Ranchi. Here's Jasprit Bumrah. They formed such a good partnership, Bhuvaneshwar and Bumrah. 34 wickets from 25 games. Economy is outstanding. And the 2 factors you look for more than the average are economy rate and strike rate. He's bowling to a top T20 batsman as well, and Aaron Finch. The wide slip as a catcher. Lovely drive to start off.
Nice shot from Aaron Finch. Notice that Kohli's put himself in there as a catching cover. He's just moving himself back now and bringing Rohit Sharma in that same position. And what Aaron Finch does do sometimes, he hits in the air towards that short cover region.
Slip's gone after 1 ball. Sometimes wonder where slip is placed just because it's meant to be there. Like in chess, you start with a pawn. Okay, I've done what I had to.
Already it's the same with the fine leg as well. Here's the first over. What happened? David Warner looking blistering form. That's a great shot. It's perfect timing. And then chop on. He can't believe it. A little smile on his face, David Warner. I think that was just the absolute pure disbelief.
You could see the reaction from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar as well. Generally very calm and serene. Any bowler taken down for 2 boundaries, you do get that reaction.
Especially if it's a fast bowler. We've got 2 fast bowlers in the commentary box, except one of them bowled slow.
I wasn't that slow.
No. Just walked into that shot. He's looking at the bottom of the bat. He doesn't need to, because that was traveling along the turf.
And he towed that, and he would have felt that shock wave go right through his wrist and up to his shoulders. Watch how low on the bat he gets it, right off the toe. He's such a strong player, isn't he?
Gee, Brett, if that's what the toe does, then may have a really good... may the entire bat be a toe.
Yeah, they're good bats these days, don't you worry about that.
There is a man down, a third man, so just a single. There's two fast bowlers. I always say Murli Karthik was a fast bowler who somehow was born as a spinner. Right, last time Maxwell played T20 internationals, he opened the batting, got 145 and 65. Average 29, strike rate 167. We used to say a couple of years ago in T20 cricket that if the sum of your average and strike rate is above 160, you're doing all right. That's long gone away.
Yeah, the first time I played T20 cricket, they said it should be 150 and you're a very good player. The benchmark keeps going up.
Picking back up on one thing you said, Harsha, I think it's the first ball about, now do they put a slip in just for the sake of putting a slip in? Now I just think that fine leg, I'd like to see how many balls go down to third man as opposed to fine leg in T20 cricket. I think if the ball goes down a fine leg, you're not on the right line, as we see a big crack of lightning around the ground.
Yeah, but having said that, as a bowler, you would want that slip, isn't it, Brett? Any search, any swing, and if you bowl the right ball, you might get a nick. 7 runs coming off that second over. It's 15 for 1.
Right, welcome to the reality of T20 cricket. 1 over spells. Hardik Pandya comes into ball number 3 after Bhuvneshwar Kumar at ball 1. Won't be surprised if Bhuvneshwar bowls 1 more in the top 6 and comes back to bowl 2 at the death. Here's Pandya.
It's a great line to start off for Aaron Finch. Always vulnerable around that area. Any ball coming back into him. Been many instances where he's been wrapped on the pads quite early on in his innings. Yeah, but that's what you mentioned, 1 over spells, Harsha, and that's what the T20 cricket is. You don't want any batsman to line you up. They know exactly what you do.
Now they're just beyond the man on the boundary at inside the circle at mid-on. They'll come back for 2. It wasn't perfectly timed. Bhuvneshwar was backtracking, never easy, but it was always out of reach.
Geez, I thought they went straight up. I think Aaron Finch did as well. Just a little bit off the wicket. You can see the bat turn in his hand. Certainly the grip. It's a shot he plays often, Aaron Finch, with great success. He goes nice and straight. Shows the full bat sponsor.
But out in a similar fashion in the last game, which was the last ODI. Nagpur trying to take on mid-off. Ended up giving a tame catch.
So here are the two sides then, and they're fairly predictable. No Ashish Nehra, no Dinesh Karthik, but no room yet for Lokesh Rahul either. And Akshar Patel stays out, so India using the wicket-taking wrist spinners in the side.
I'm just looking here at the Australian team sheet in front of me. That Brad Haddon is actually down as an emergency fielder if needed.
I was told that he just pipped B. Hogg and B. Lee to that job.
Thank God.
And possibly the selector Mark Wordsworth.
Oh, you got a dodgy calf, Mark Wall. Nice strike. Extremely well fielded. And the applause by a homegrown hero.
I think he's just let the ball move and gone through with the shot. And I don't think it was out of control. I think he meant to play it.
Yeah, a little bit of shape. And it might have been the knuckleball, that one. He picked it up and he gave it enough just to get it over that infield. What he does do very, very well is Aaron Finch, he'll throw the bat at it. You see another Holton play. Someone running a walk in front of the side screen. This happens too many times in world cricket for my liking.
And finds the gap again. Geez, looking at came out that over. It's 25 for 1.
I just think that Hardik Pandya rushed that then. He didn't go off his normal run-up. He circled around and came back in because he was frustrated. about having to run back in and bowl it and just thinking his line right.
5 boundaries have been scored so far, Brett, and I think once again reiterates the point. And the batsmen have feasted on anything which has been loose. You bowl good lines, you still get the respect, even though it's a T20 format. That's once again a wonderful delivery.
Maxwell's bat only had a nodding acquaintance with the ball.
Look here where Maxwell gets his shape now. He's gone for a bit of a helicopter shot there. He was in the right time to do it.
He played it almost as well as you did before play started this morning, Brett.
Oh, that was horrible. Jones wasn't far behind either.
I'm normally very respectful of your cricket, but I think you're a bit out of form with the helicopter shot.
I never was in form, mate.
So Bhuvneshwar gets to bowl from the other end as well. It's almost becoming mandatory that you bowl 1 over spells in this form of the game. There's the knuckle ball again. We've seen Hardik Pandya pick it up as well. Just hold it right in front of the hand. I know the days gone by, some people actually like to hold the ball back in their palms while bowling. This is a development.
Hey, you've seen the knuckleball swing. I think especially every time Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowls, you've seen a bit of shape on it. Hardik Pandya, we've not seen him use it too much. Shamshuddin in his 12th T20 international. And his compatriot today, Nitin Menon from Indore, in his 3rd T20 international.
Glenn Maxwell. Tell you what, so far in this innings, if he'd come out without a bat in hand, it wouldn't have made too much difference.
Well, I'd like to use the term agricultural. That's gone very close to off stump and very close to the outside edge of Maxwell. But if he would have got that, it would have gone up to the top of the stadium.
And we've seen him do that, to be honest. I almost wonder, is Maxwell almost forced to play to his reputation as a T20 batsman, that he believes he must go and start swinging right away?
I just think that he believes in his own ability that much that he thinks he can play those shots and he feels comfortable. He often says sometimes that the cross-patch shot to him is a more effective shot. He feels like he can hit the ball better. Now we see 3rd man come up. And deep point was pushed back, but he's been asked to come back up Chahil.
So mid-off drops back, and to Brett Lee's delight, fine legs inside the circle and square leg is out. Straight bad shot, gets a single. So outstanding over, just 3 from it. It's 28 for 1. And Enriquez, Payne, Christian, Coulter-Nile, that's the batting. Then Ty, Zampa, Behrendorff. But Ty, Behrendorff, Coulter-Nile, that must be. Is that the tallest 3 bowlers that have played for Australia?
There's a couple of West Australians I can think of, pretty tall. Ian Julian, Tom Moody.
Tom Moody, I don't know if he's up, but he's probably just done double cartwheels of delight that you called him one of the fast bowlers. Yeah. Steve Smith's not playing today because of a shoulder injury. In fact, as Brett told you a little while back, he's flying home tomorrow morning. Marcus Stoinis comes in as replacement. And Kane Richardson is the only other current player who they can call out onto the field. Just a single. I think he might have struggled a little bit if the ball had been picked up clean.
Yeah, we speak about his injury, and this is what happened. And we know how energetic he is in the field. And just landed very awkwardly on his shoulder, and it pushed his shoulder back, and straight away that grimace. You knew straight away. The most ironic thing is that he'll throw himself around the field, he'll dive, he'll do the big catches. It's something as little and as small as that can do the big damage.
waited for the ball. Finch, there's a difference between him and Maxwell so far. Maxwell hasn't. Maxwell's played a lot of shots to score 4 from 9. Some other days in that 9 he'd be on 25 or 30.
This is Finch today. He's trying to tuck him up, try to bowl nice and straight. You can see the blue balls there, and then the red ones. Anytime they go wide, Aaron Finch, it usually goes for a 4. So nice and tight, Aaron Finch is definitely the key.
Is there a pattern to these bowling changes? Or is it that he just wants to check each one out from the other end, not allow batsmen to settle with a bowler bowling 2 overs?
I think a bit of everything, but also as a bowler, what you have to be aware of is you could be on every over, so you've got to stay warm for the whole 20 overs. Just be prepared to bowl.
In so many instances, we've seen spinners operate within the power play. Generally, the first 2 overs, and then the seamer comes on. Today, definitely, we've seen just the same set of bowlers, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be Hardik Pandya, the way the pattern has gone, bowling the 6th over.
Another streak of lightning right across the sky in front of us. It's dramatic. Right, what options does he have? He's got the 2 wrist spinners, and he can use a bit of Jadhav. Now that was a slow one, but vast open spaces on the onside, so he'll pick up a couple.
Only just, because Aaron Finch thought straight away that was 4. As he's flicked it, he's taken 2 or 3 steps and then stopped running.
It was like your lob wedge. Binger stopped, checked, and plugged.
Hardik Pandya has got change of ends. Shots over the full delivery. Shikhar Dhawan may get there, may not get there.
Well, in this format of the game, you really can't be bowling full-length deliveries, because 2020 really is all about death overs. In the 50-over game, you start to look to throwing your bat around after, say, 35-40 overs are bowled. Here, from the first over, you're looking to go for the boundaries, take advantage of the field restrictions in the first 6 overs. You either got to bowl those slower deliveries or the Yorkers. Good attempt by Shikhar Dhawan.
A few IPL games on this ground, and that's the average score, batting first. Lots of power, and he's found the gap as well. So Pandya struggling a bit here, but Finch is looking good for Australia.
Well, that was a half volley, and Finch is in such good form, he wasn't going to miss out on that. He's been batting absolutely brilliantly throughout the 3 matches that he played. He missed the first 2 matches because of injury, came back for the last 3 matches of the 50 overs series, and he was brilliant, and he's continuing that form.
And that's going to be 4. It's come off the top edge.
T20. Doesn't matter what the ball is, you're going to throw your bat at it, and captains are reluctant, and understandably so, to have fielders in catching positions. It's invariably about run-saving position. If it had been a catching position, it would have been bye-bye once again of Chahal for Maxwell.
Straight to the fielder. Bumrah takes the catch, and Maxwell's innings comes to an end. And Chahal, the wicket taker for India.
Yes, I just said that if there had been a slip in position, it would have been bye-bye Maxwell against Chahal. And he obliges, pulling that short delivery straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. So Chahal gets his man once again. Straight, absolutely straight. Chahal knows it wasn't a wicket-taking ball, but he's not going to complain. He is not going to complain. It's 55 for 2, Maxwell gone for 17.
Glenn Maxwell has gone for 17 of 16. He's trying to play like Glenn Maxwell does in T20 cricket. It wasn't quite his night, so that brings the left-hander that we've seen in the one-day series. Young player, looks good. Didn't quite set the one-day series on fire, but showed some sparks of talent. Chahal. There's some turn, and you'll get that turn if you bowl first on this pitch. Later on, maybe not. But Travis Head at the crease.
South Australian, very good prospect for Australia moving forward. One thing that I learnt from the one day is with Travis Head, I'd just like to see him start the innings trying to hit the fielders in the out, in the deep straight.
Let's not forget one thing. Maxwell got a test 100, I think, on this ground. And he can play normally. But does he feel obliged to play in this fashion in T20 cricket? The shots that he's tried today in this brief innings.
Well, he played two beautiful cut shots. Well, one was very late. Could have been caught out slip if they had one. And then he got the loose ball and he didn't put it away. And normally Glenn Maxwell puts those balls away. 7 overs, 57 for 2.
Quite a few new names in this Australian lineup. See Behrendorff for the first time. You haven't seen Ty in the one-day series. Tim Payne has played in India before. 4 test matches, 2 in Pakistan, 2 in India. No, Kuldeep. The impact was outside the off stump.
But it stopped Finch looking for a leg by. The ball had gone a fair distance away. Could have stolen a leg by. But the batsman's first reaction is to look at the umpire, loses vital seconds looking to do that. Straight to the fielder at deep square leg, this one. Kuldeep Yadav's first delivery. It was pitched on the stumps. Well, the impact was clearly outside.
Just to remind the viewers, even for this T20 series, there will be DRS, 1 review per innings.
The other rule is bat sizes have been changed as well.
Yeah, during the one day, as those change laws weren't implemented because it would have been in the middle of the series, so that made sense. The start of a new series, I just wonder whether those laws are going to be enforced in this T20 series.
Well, I did see or heard the third umpire talk to the Australian coach David Saker that he was going to go in and check a couple of the sizes of bats. Travis Head. I just like the way that Travis has started his innings, just looking to push the ball straight down the ground for one, get used to the pace of the wicket as well as the turn.
There you go, the banner says, I want Dhoni at number 4. The sweep shot for the moment. Again, the spinners for Finch. 5 runs from the over, 62 for 2. He's being very smart, Chahal. You see the length that he bowls in. 50 overs cricket, the length is a lot fuller. T20 cricket, he just pulls it back so that the batsman can't get under the ball easily. That's the one that he tossed up and stays in the air to go over the ropes. Wonderful shot from Finch. The first 6, do you believe it, in the innings?
Well, he took it from well outside the off stump, didn't he? He had the room to swing his arms. And because there's not so much turn at the moment, the shot was always on. So magnificently struck shot from Aaron Finch.
Yeah, flirted with danger there. Just tossed the ball up in the hitting range of Finch. Yeah, he's one who likes to go for wickets, not afraid of getting that ball up. Might have to think different, but this is, of course, the one-day series, and the T20 series has been a nemesis for Glenn Maxwell.
He's just been on top of Glenn Maxwell the whole series. He's bowled well. And you do find during certain series that bowlers do have it on top of batsmen. That last ball, Chahal wouldn't be happy about it, but it did get the end result. And sometimes when you do bowl a little bit of rubbish, you do get the wicket.
Maxwell is having a look at that pitch map. He saw that ball, really shot. That got his wicket. Yeah, tossed it up. Tried to keep it wide, away from Finch. Did really well to get so much bat behind that ball.
Well, it's length that caused the 6, not so much the width. If it was just a little shorter, I think Finch would have been in trouble. Just a little too full there, Chahal. Right idea.
Very keen appealer.
All leg spinners are. That's one thing, whether you're bowling in 2020, 50 overs or test match, length is the most important thing for spinners. And that's what Chahal does extremely well. It's what I've seen him bowl in IPL as well. Very dominant for Bangalore this year. I do find that rule a little tough on bowlers. That wide down leg side, I think it should be where the batsman has placed his feet in the initial stance.
Opinion of the bowler duly noted.
Australia need all the runs as well.
Yeah, good recovery after that 6. Bowled it very tight into the stumps. 10 runs from the over, 72 for 2. Great atmosphere. A lot of them just buying those T-shirts on the way, coming to the ground. Again, the sweep shot. I think that's the only shot that is played against Kuldeep Yadav. Everything that is bowled is played the sweep shot.
Which spinner suits T20 cricket more? The right arm leg spin of Chahal or the left arm Chinaman of Kuldeep? I think the reason why Finch is sweeping Kuldeep is because Kuldeep's bowling a straighter line than what Chahal is.
Oh, again, very brave to toss it up and very full as well. Good fielding. Could have been 4. And that's what you get with Hardik Pandya. I saw him going through the fielding drills before the match. I beg your pardon, Manish Pandey, that. Really quick on his feet.
Excellent work, saving 2 runs for the team. This is the hallmark of this Indian team. They've got really no weak links as far as fielding is concerned. Just about everybody light on their feet, agile movers. So boundaries are not given easy.
Now Shikhar Dhawan has just come into the fold and available and playing in this match. He's one guy in the field that I've seen needs to work a little more on his fielding. Everybody else pretty good. Maybe it's lack of match practice, whatever. It's somebody who needs to prepare himself a little more, work a little more on his fielding, but you can clearly see that he's coming after a little absence.
Well, it's a fair absence as well. His wife's been sick,
Absolutely.
so...
Bowled in. How good was that delivery? It was quicker, flatter trajectory, and almost sort of yacht the batsman. And what a wicket that is. That's Finch gone.
Well, that's a straighter line to Aaron Finch. Aaron Finch been sweeping Kuldeep all night, and this time he stood up. He was in 2 minds whether to sweep. He had to change his mind there at the last minute and try to push it through mid-wicket, and Kuldeep gets it through the gap provided by Aaron Finch, bat and pad. Aaron Finch is a great innings of 42 off 30 balls, but he does have to go to the sheds. Bowled by Kuldeep. Australia 76 for 3.
It's a good player. Adds great value to any T20 team. Bats responsibly, can play the power game as well. And also will bowl you some handy overs. Tom Moody trusts him a lot. Enriquez. Pure all-rounder at the T20 level. Kuldeep Yadav. What a good delivery, wrong one to begin with. So 5 runs and a wicket. Terrific over from Kuldeep Yadav, 77 for 3. The run rate looks okay at this stage, but Australia have lost 3. Again, you see the impact that these two wrist spinners make in this Indian team. We saw it in the 50 overs series as well. Wickets in the middle stages, couple of wickets, Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav, and suddenly Australia, the team now that's catching up. Finch is gone. What a big wicket that was. Looking to play the sweep shot all the time against the left-arm Chinaman. Brett, ball that he got out to, I think he was looking to play the sweep shot, and that got himself York. Have a look at this. Everything that was bowled to him from Kuldeep Yadav, playing the sweep shot, and thought of that. It was a lot fuller, so very smart and cunning from Kuldeep Yadav, changing that length to surprise the batsman.
Yeah, well picked up, and that's what it was. It was a change of the length. He was in 2 minds, Aaron Finch. Good deep here. Beautiful flight on the ball. You just see there a little bit of hesitation, and that's what cost him his wicket. Good use of the feet there. Travis Head. This is normal speed. Oh, yeah! Just see a little bit of hesitation. And that's what you want as a bowler, to get the batsman guessing in 2 minds.
Yeah, both of them have bowled wonderfully well today, and in tandem. The next man in Tim Payne into the squad. Dan Christian also been inducted into this Australian team, and Nathan Coulter-Nile.
Just watching that Finch wicket, you've got to understand there's a lot of premeditation that goes on in a batsman's mind in T20 cricket. The pressure of virtually hitting every ball for 4 and 6. So a lot of the time the batsmen are thinking, doing something. It's impossible almost to keep a clear mind and just react.
And so are the bowlers.
Very good over there. 3 runs off it. It's 80 for 3. 80 for 3, and the projected score at the moment is around that 170 mark if they can do 10 and over.
Very good move from Virat Kohli. This is the time to get your weaker link, or the weaker bowler, or maybe out of form bowler for the night to bowl the overs. 2 new batsmen at the crease looking to build a partnership, get a couple of overs out of the way from Hardik Pandya.
Very good length there, Hardik Pandya. And there's the governor in the middle, in the red sleeves. The Chalakanda of the state. Good to see all the VIPs in tonight, and it's a terrific crowd, that's for sure. There's a couple of VIPs. They're loving it. That's real gold. I'll tell you what that is, it's real thunder. I'm not sure if you'd hear that through the effects mics, but that is heavy. Oh, just gave himself a little bit of room, Travis said, trying to go inside out over that vacant land. Let's recover.
You mentioned bringing Hardik Pandya, Sanjay. Would you have toyed in with the idea of possibly giving 1 more over to Kuldeep Yadav, possibly get 1 more wicket and then bring somebody like a Pandya? Or because I understand he's possibly the weakest link or the weaker link in this bowling attack.
Good shot, only for one bounce though. He got it pretty sweet off the bat.
Perhaps he feels against Kuldeep Yadav these 2 new batsmen would look to just play him off and maybe get 5 or 6 runs and over. He wants to make better use of Kuldeep Yadav. get Pandya to bowl a couple of overs at maybe 6 or 7 runs an over and get him back again. And Australia is looking to play some shots, and that's where he's really good. They're looking to play shots against him.
It's a beautiful length. And he's just tying up here. Number 33 on his back, Hardik Pandya. We have been doing is looking at these fan polls. And what's the people thinking at home watching and in the crowd? 2 spinners on show. Gurdeep Yadav, Chahal. Who's more suited to playing in this format? Oh, that's a very nice shot. Moises Henriques. That's rocked back on the back foot, picked up very, very quickly.
Yeah, banged in shot, getting enough time. The ball didn't bounce too much, but he was in good position there. Moises Henriques does play the shot well. Timing was right too.
86 for 3.
See, as captain, he just cannot maybe think all the time about the present moment. Now, bowling Pandya this over, he's just conceded 6. Now, that was possible because he bowled at this stage with 2 new batsmen at the crease. So the more informed bowlers can come in when Australia is back, sort of looking for runs, and batsmen have got in.
.86 for 3. Warner dismissed early. Finch was fantastic again today. Maxwell looked promising, got a start. Now it's up to head and Henriques to steady the ship. Deep to continue. Oh, well fielded.
All those things in the past, in the years gone by, were a big deal. An end suiting a bowler. Kuldeep Yadav got a wicket from the other end, but quickly he's been swapped to the other end. Modern day players don't give that too much importance, and rightly so. Which spinner suits T20 cricket more? Chahal has won the race, but it was a tight one.
It's a tough one. It's a very tough one. Both of them have got different strengths. Kuldeep Yadav.
Oh, he's got him. Absolutely got him. It was short. Moises Henriques went down the wicket. He's missed out and he's got his stumps removed.
Will that have a change in the opinion poll now? Kuldeep Yadav saw him coming. Very quick to just slow it down slightly, change that length, drop it back. And then the ball not bouncing enough. Just playing over it. Moises Henriques trying to dominate here. Kuldeep Yadav here goes for 8. It's 87 for 4.
Well, it's that horrible number for Australia, and it strikes again. 87. Lost their 4th wicket, and that brings out the experienced man, Dan Christian, number 54 on his back. We heard Sunil Gavaskar at the toss, and I was out there with him, and he was saying about these zooters, these balls shooting through, not getting up, and that was a great indication of it happening tonight. Dan Christian, he's got a lot of pressure on him here at the moment, but he's been in this situation many, many times. Wealth of knowledge. So Dan Christian now, his opportunity. Bit of turn now, a little bit of grip. And Kartik, you would have been happy with this dismissal?
Yeah, wonderful. That's why I said, as a spinner, you need to have that slight pause, which he has. That's where you see the batsman advancing down the track. And he's done the right thing. Coming around the wicket, we've seen Dan Christian take his leg too far across in the way he defends, and this is what happened. We saw him coming. This track doesn't have that kind of bounce, playing completely over it. Being done in by flight there. Moises Henriques.
And I reckon there's a little inside edge as well. Just a little tickle. Dan Christian, 15 matches in this format of the game, 34 years of age. And that's a good thing that the Australians are not worried about age at the moment. They're going with experience. And that's gripped. He's got away with it. Good over. Wicket. 1 off. 2 off, brother. 88 for 4. Well, that's not a good sign for the Australian batsman. You just see it's just starting to peel off a little bit. Runs per over. Fantastic effort through that middle period. Tim Payne there. A few nerves going through his mind as well. It's good to see him back. He cost himself, well, he was cost an opportunity. That's the wicket of Nose Enriquez. '87. There he is, Ravi, and he will always give it to me in the commentary box.
Yeah, in the blue, navy blue shirt that you see there is the acting secretary of the BCCI. And told to his left is the Supreme Court Justice. So lots of VIPs watching this game.
We've got you up in the commentary box, mate.
I'm a P.
I'm a person. We've got a V, an I, and a P. 3 of us. I'll pay that. Oh, bowled. Chop on, well, soft dismissal there, Travis Head. I think the ball bounced as much as he first thought. And Hardik Pandya strikes.
Yeah, trying to squeeze in the Pandya overs. He's been economical, 6 runs in the last over. What's more is given Virat Kohli a wicket. Can celebrate and be happy for India. But what is Australia doing out there? Again, good start, and you see a collapse. 89 for 5. Disappointing batting from Australia.
And a worrying look there from Stephen Smith, the Australian captain, not playing tonight. Out with a shoulder injury. He's flying home tomorrow to get ready and get his shoulder right for the upcoming Ashes series. Disappointing that he won't be playing any part in this series. David Warner, the acting captain tonight. Vice captain normally. And Tim Payne. His opportunity in green and gold. Yeah, Tim Payne, he's been around a long time now. 10 matches next to his name. 65 runs and I think an average of 9, but he's only starting out.
This is how Travis Head got out. Once again, that lack of pace off the surface. Playing the shot early. Yeah, very well fielded by Chahal. He's a 100% man. Anywhere you keep him, anywhere he bowls. Once again, very good effort on the field.
Pandya, well, conceded 6. In the last over, he's conceded 3 singles, and that last wicket that you just saw there. Warner is frozen. Him less so, but yeah, familiar issues we see from the Australian batting. And Pandya has managed 2 overs for 9 runs after those wickets picked up by the spinners. 92 for 5.
There's the bowlers, and they've all done a terrific job. Every single bowler's been spot on tonight. Oh, it could be a catch. Dropped. Jeez, he made a good effort to get there. There's a smile on his face. He thought he had it.
Yeah, he caught it, but as his body hit the ground, just popped out.
Just watch it grips. And Payne went to turn it around. Yeah, he got it. You're right. Sanjay, just as he hit the ground there, his ball's popped out of his hands.
So like you have the bat popping out or popping up after you've made the crease, couldn't the fielders also get the same kind of
No, unfortunately, I can't give you that
benefit?
one.
It was there in his hand and then popped out as he completed the catch.
Payne works away, look for two. Yeah, what I was saying last over, Tim Payne, he was due for a huge career in the green and gold. Here's the drop, went to turn it around. He got hit by Dirk Nennis on the finger. And it actually broke his finger. It was a horrible break. Apparently the bone in the finger died and he had it pinned a number of occasions. And it really put him on the outer for a long, long time, Tim Payne. He was definitely next in line.
He came to India, got a 90 and a 50, I think, in 2 test matches, and the last 4 innings that he played for Australian test matches, there was a 90 and 50, and that's it. Is this a stumping missed? Yeah, the first time had he got it, not sure. But it is worth having a look.
Oh, that could have been a missed stumping.
I think that's missed. Interesting delivery. It's kind of a floater that is bowled.
He held it back the pace. Payne's a very good lapper and lost his balance. He was gone for all money.
It's a very tough one. You're completely blinded as a wicketkeeper. This one dispatched, but straight into the hands of the man at deep mid-wicket. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar making a horrible meal of it. It's 95 for 5.
I spoke about the bad luck that Tim Payne's had in his career, and I think he's trying to get some of it back. One innings, he's had 3 opportunities.
Yeah, he's faced, I think, 7 deliveries. He's had 3 chances.
Right, Kuldeep Yadav comes in once again and the ball continues to mesmerize the bat. For an Aussie, Brad Hogg's got a smile on his face. I'll tell you why in a minute. That should have been taken. Easy catch. Just after stumping it being put down. Maybe the art is a closer connect than the country for Brad Hogg. It's not always that you see Dhoni missing a stumping.
Well, 2 drop catches that last over and Dhoni missing a stumping, but the quality of leg spin from India tonight, Kuldeep, Chahal have really turned this game around and put the pressure on Australia yet again.
I've been meaning to ask someone that. Australia is one of the countries that probably has the richest tradition of wrist spin bowling, right from the O'Reillys and Grimmets through the Bennos and Vaughans and McGills all the way down to you. And what, there's Peter McIntyre, there's this young kid called Swepson, there's a lot of leg spinners, wrist spinners around. Why are Australia struggling so much to bat against wrist spin?
I just think it's confidence. I think India have just been on top of Australia the whole series at this stage. They just haven't got the confidence to play positive cricket. And if you look at Tim Payne there, just playing another sweep there just shows that he's not picking the leg spin of Kuldeep. He's under pressure. He's trying to get off strike.
There you are against spin today. Just the 2 boundaries. There was one that Finch hit off Chahal that went for 6 and just a couple of others. That's it.
Great piece of bowling by Kuldeep. What a spell. 2 wickets for 16 that spell. Australia 99 for 5 after 16.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar comes back. Bhuvaneshwar and Bumrah will bowl out here. Well, beautifully, Bhuvaneshwar 1 for 11 in his 2, Bumrah 15. Look at what the wrist spinners have done again. Chahal and Kuldeep between them. 8 overs, 3 for 39. That's under 5 and over. And that is what's made a huge difference, not just to this match, but India in limited overs cricket recently. Oh, that's gone right through him. Almost for pace.
Well, if it's not spin, it's the swing of Bhuvneshwar, and the just seems slightly off the deck. The Australians don't seem to have an answer of how to play the bowling of India off this pitch.
It beat him for pace, and unluckily for Bhuvneshwar Kumar, it was enough to take the ball over the top of the stumps.
I think it's just the extra pace because it's not bouncing as much. It just seems to be skidding through, zootering along, like you said in the pinch report.
Yes, it is. Lots of zooters on the surface.
I'll tell you what, on the adjoining surface, you take a look at this one, but on the adjoining surface, when the bowlers were bowling, there were many balls that weren't rising off the turf. The match surface, of course, will always be prepared and different.
Yes, I wouldn't have liked to play it on the patches, practice wickets. Very up and down.
Oh, that'll be some respite. A boundary. They've been very rare today for Australia.
A leg ball, and also room given to the batsman to free his arms. Trying to get the leg cutter going, but it was a nice little length ball. And outside the off stumps, to see how easily the batsman has been able to swing his arms through. Bhuvneshwar Kumar generally is very tight, wicket to wicket bowls, you know, on the stumps most of the time. One of those rare deliveries. There it is, wicket to wicket again, and it's a dot ball.
Right, if you enjoy watching wrist spin bowling, you'll enjoy watching this after Bhuvneshwar had got David Warner out. He's got him a couple of times. Then Maxwell. Gee, he must think of Chahal in his sleep. Oh, yeah. There you are. That was Finch. The one batsman was looking good. And weakest. And Hardik Pandya would send a little thank you note to the wrist spinners today. We'll go the distance for 6. The moment the ball's not stopping and coming, the batsmen are much happier.
Well, Tim Payne getting used to the pace of this wicket. 14 balls out the crease. Bhuvneshwar slightly short. Not trying to hit that too hard. Tim Payne capitalising. 2 boundaries for Tim Payne. A 4 through the covers earlier on and a 6 on that particular ball. Runs definitely required by Australia.
Pressing after he got 3 lives in 1 over. Of Chahal.
You've got to take your opportunities when they come. 12 off the over. 111 for 5.
Keep an eye out for those little red rectangles. They slowed down the innings. You can just see a slight drizzle starting to form in the background. There's been a lot of lightning around. The major part of the evening has been much ado about nothing. It's just been dramatic, but not much beyond that.
That last over was a good over, and it just shows to the rest of the Australians you don't have to hit the ball too hard. You can still time it and get boundaries here in India.
Oh, he's gone right through him. 5th Australian batsman to get bowled. And Tim Payne's sketchy little innings comes to an end with his kidder from Bumrah.
Oh, the ball tonight has just got through bat and pad too often for the Australians tonight. It's hitting the wrong bits of wood for Australia. See that coming off the meat of the bat, and Tim Payne 17 in his first appearance back for Australia for a long time. Australia 111 for 6.
Well, a lot of them have come here to celebrate an Indian performance. They've had reason to celebrate. This is Nathan Coulton Ireland, not ready yet. He was outstanding for Australia in the one-days. Strike rate of 118, but average of just about 10. When you're batting 7 downwards, you don't bat a lot in T20 cricket. Oh, that almost slipped through as well.
Well, he's bowling pretty sharp. That ball that got Tim Payne and beat him for pace. You can see how he was palpably late on this shot. That was bowled at about 138 kilometers per hour. And this first delivery to Coulton Island, 135. He's deceptively quick, Jasprit Bumrah.
We're watching him warming up, and he was only coming off 3 or 4 steps, and he was just bowling as quick as what he is bowling now.
He doesn't have much of a run-up now either. Just push long off back. And Christian likes to get on, plays the big shots, but Australia have just lost too many wickets, so he can't get into that mode. He's made 8 of 12.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with Dan Christian. He's a man that you want in the team. He likes to take on the tough situations. It doesn't faze him too often.
Oh, that's gone through him as well. Gee, Jasprit Bumrah is just running in and taking wickets for fun now. He's got one that's skidded through. Now he's got one with his trademark delivery, the Yorker. And Australia's batsmen, gee, what's their fascination with the stumps?
Well, instead of the middle of the bat, it's hitting the middle of the stumps. That was bowled at almost 140 kilometers. Look at that. Under the bat and onto the stumps. 6 batsmen bowled out of 7 wickets that have fallen. 113 for 7. Coulton Island 1.
Right then, Australia, where do they go from here? 113 for 7. What an over from Bumrah it's been so far. Not just 6 bowls. Australia have been struggling generally in T20 internationals, lying in 7th position. Lost their last 6 games to India. This is Andrew Tye. Took a hat-trick in the IPL, but now he needs to score runs with an average of 2.
Gee, Harshy, you're sticking the boots in there, aren't you?
Don't always get a chance, Brad. Don't always get a chance.
Harsh is sticking the boots in, rightly so. 113 for 7 Australia.
So Dan Christian batting 8, but look at the number of balls there. Just the one caught Bumrah bowled at Chahal. That was Maxwell. Well, there's a stumping that's gone, and there's a couple of catches put down as well. And in spite of that, Australia with just 2 to play, struggling at 113 for 7. I'll be very surprised if Christian doesn't get a move on in this over. Well, he only gets a move on until the non-strikers, and no, they're going for 2. The throw is in. This is going to be a very good replay now.
Well, the throw was flat, but look at the way Dhoni has collected it. It's a very good throw, but you've got to say even better gathering by Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Happy. Yeah, ready with my decision.
Well, the gloves were so close to the stumps, but as it turned out, not needed. It was a direct hit. And Australia lose another as the drizzle intensifies here in Ranchi. And that is the end of Dan Christian for 9. Well, out comes a leg spin, Adam Zampa. He'll be watching how the Indian wrist spinners are bowled. He's probably saying, give me the ball as soon as you can. But first, there's 11 deliveries he's got to bat out. So it was a run out, and India continue to hit the stumps. Right, Zampa's batting after Andrew Ty, who's got a batting average of 2. That's because he doesn't have one. 7 runs in 10 matches. I told you, when you bat 8, 9, 10, you hardly ever get to bat. I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar actually went through an entire ODI series without batting. Right, now I just wonder what they're having a little conversation about, the 2 umpires. There is a drizzle. It's not very sharp. As I said all along, there was much ado about nothing. There was lots of lightning around. There was lots of thunder around, but it hadn't translated into rain. It's come down as a gentle drizzle now. Well, that's one way of scoring runs.
Yeah, you can't keep a fielder for that. Inside edge, going finer, missing the stumps, but that is exactly what some of these shots can get you doing. You're perilously close to the stumps.
But 4 nonetheless. It's about 118 now. Take a look at this throw. Virat Kohli is the man out and long on.
That's one aspect that has really improved over the last decade, the Indian fielding. We're up there probably in the top 2 fielding teams around the world.
Right, I think they might be going off for the rain. Might be going off for the rain with Australia in a lot of trouble. 118 for 8 in 18.4 overs. Just 8 deliveries left for the end of the innings. And it's not as if the ground staff is charging out of the covers. They're coming out now. It's not a very sharp drizzle. What the umpires have said, that's sharp enough to, of course, play to stop. If it heard the thunder and lightning around, you'd have thought there was a storm coming. Dare I say it, with Brad Hogg next to me, this is almost a gentle outflow like Australia's batting today. Nah, sorry, Brad. I've heard the other side for too many years.
You can get stuck into me as much as you want, Harsha. It's just one of those things in cricket. It does turn around, but the thing is, if it does rain hard and they don't give the covers on the outfield as well. Yesterday it was very, very wet. The water wasn't draining well in the outfield, so that could be a bit of a problem for India when they're in such a commanding position right now. So Australia will be hoping for a lot of rain here and probably save their night. But we just want to see as much cricket as possible being played.
Well, the good news is it's not a very sharp shower because there's vast areas of the ground to be covered still. And you're right, if it had been a downpour, then might have struggled with the open areas on the outfield. So everyone just goes in. Australia a little more to contemplate. If it is indeed a reduced match, then Australia haven't scored enough to make Duckworth-Lewis look daunting. And Duckworth-Lewis in T20 cricket tends to favour the side batting second. So Virat Kohli said at the toss that with the weather around, he wanted to bowl first. That's what's happened. I thought Finch, 42 of 30, was the only one who really came to terms with the condition. Maxwell played a lot of shots for those 17 runs. Warner out in the first over. But thereafter, look at the difference between the number of runs and the number of deliveries, and that will tell you why Australia has struggled so much. They tend to on slightly sluggish surfaces, but it was the wrist spinners that made the difference.
Well, it was the wrist spinners that did make the difference. Australia were going relatively well throughout their innings early on. They were 1 for 62 around about the 8th over, but the spinners came on, caused a lot of trouble, and I really liked the way that Kohli used Pandya. Pandya had a lot of trouble in the first 2 overs when he bowled in the power play, but then he utilised him around the pressure that the spinners were applying in those middle overs, and Pandya came of form and got the wicket of Travis Head. So a great team bowling performance from India.
So the rain that had threatened to come, that was forecast, but in fact the forecast had been toned down from 20% to 7%. Well, that's changed in the recent times. We've had the sky being lit up with streaks of lightning, lots of thunder, but it's only just arrived now as a drizzle rather than as a storm. So with 8 deliveries left, play has been halted with Australia 118 for 8 after India won the toss and asked them to bat first.
Well, this was the first wicket. just hit Bhuvneshwar Kumar for 2 boundaries in the over, but Bhuvneshwar Kumar came back with one that moved into the batsman just a little, defeated that chop, the inside edge going on to the stumps. And what do? Yajwendra Chahal against Maxwell. He gets wickets even off half-pitch deliveries. Finding the lone fielder there. Chahal sees the funny side of it. This is very clever bowling from Kuldeep Yadav. We'd seen that Finch was only sweeping him. So he bowled it quicker, bowled it much further up. And Finch was looking to sweep, missed it completely because of the length of the ball. And he got his man, as he did again. Went for the big shot. A little bit of an inside edge. Enriquez. And onto the middle stump. Goodbye kiss from the young man. And Hardik Pandya, who'd had a tough time getting a wicket, pitching the ball up. Inside edge from Travis Head, once more onto the stumps. Here, Tim Payne was way too late as the ball got onto him very quickly. And again, spread eagle the stumps.
Well, the next batsman was late too. Was Nathan Coulter-Nile, more trademark Bumrah. Yes, he was late by more than a day. Knocked his leg stump off. And then this tremendous piece of fielding by the Indian captain. Directed from long on. Getting Dan Christian, dangerous player. He can hit the big shots, but the direct hit run out meant goodbye for him as well. Yes, was in many ways one of the highlights of India's display today, but it's intensified a little bit, I'm afraid. It's no longer drizzle. This is proper rain now, and it's not even coming down as a storm. I hope it's not settling in for the evening, because we have a good match in prospect here. But look at how quickly Australia lost their wickets after Maxwell and Finch had taken the score to 55 and really never got going. I wonder if it was the slowness of the surface, the quality of the wrist spin, or just general, as Brad Hawke said, a lack of confidence to play shots in Australia's middle order. So Finch, Enriquez, Head, Payne, they're all good players, but not today. They couldn't score enough. So 118 for 8 from 18.4 overs. So there we are. You can make up half an hour, and if you've got enough time to get 5 overs in, then there will still be play. But for that, it'll have to stop raining. We hope it'll stop raining. And as and when it does, of course, we'll come back to you. For the moment, Australia having been put in 118 for 8.
Well, we have great news from the JSCA Stadium here in Ranchi. We'll have some play very shortly. The ground was completely covered, so the rain was there for a while, but it hasn't done too much damage. So we'll see action straight away, which is great news. But the unfortunate result of that interruption is the game has shrunk a bit. Have a look at that. It's going to be 6 overs for India to chase down 48 runs from the 6 overs. Power play will be for 2 overs. And 4 bowlers can bowl 1 over. 1 bowler can bowl a maximum of 2. It's a bit like how you give clothes to laundry and they come back shrunk. That's what happened to this game. But of course, Australia got their full, at least they set out to get their full 20 overs in. Ended up with 118 for 8.
Well, that's the score for you. 6 batsmen bowl. Not clean bowl, but, inside edge. Warner was the first one to go inside edge. Finch missed a straight delivery. Maxwell hit the short pitch delivery straight to the mid-wicket fielder. Head was bowled off an inside edge. Enriquez also got an inside edge. Christian was an out direct hit from Kohli from long on. Payne had a bit of an inside edge. Coulter-Nile too late for that Yorker from Bumrah. 118 for 8 when rains came. 18.4 over.
Virat Kohli won the toss, Brad, and he elected to bat second. And one of the reasons was this, because rain was around Ranchi. They were expecting some rain, so that's the reason they opted to bat second. So here we have the Indian openers walking out, looking at 6 overs and 48 needed to win this first of the 3 Paytm T20 internationals. Wondering whether there'd be any change in the batting order, whether Virat Kohli might come up and relieve Shikhar Dhawan of the responsibilities of playing in this very shortened game, considering that he's not had too much of match practice. Whether Pandya would bat at number 3, but Virat has trusted his combination, which is used many times, of the left hand, right hand batsman in Dhawan and Rohit Sharma. David Warner just checking up with the umpires. So well done to the local association for protecting the ground. And it's amazing, the moment the rain stopped, in 15-20 minutes we have action on the field. Brad, now this equation now, is this more in favor of India, the shortened game?
You'd say so, because they've got 10 wickets in hand. They can go hard from ball 1, but in the opposite direction of that, 41 off 6 overs, get a couple of early wickets, rotation of batsmen. Batsmen have got to get used to the wicket when they come out. And if you looked at the Australians, the ball wasn't bouncing truly, as we see in many wickets around India. It was skidding, staying low, and it was causing the Australians a lot of trouble, especially when they first came to the wicket.
Welcome back to Shikhar Dhawan. Really nice to see him back on the field. Now this is a bowler we'll see for the first time here in India, Jason Behrendorff. Tell us more, Brad.
Well, he was born in Canberra, moved to Perth in 2009, got his opportunity in first-class cricket in 2011 for West Australia.
4 runs. The timing of Rohit Sharma, trying to find some swing, getting that new ball up there. So quickly off the bat.
Well, if Aaron Finch has been in tremendous form for Australia, and so therefore there's little room for error bowling to him. Similarly with Rohit Sharma. Wasn't such a bad delivery, but the kind of form he's in, kind of touch he's in, beautiful shot for a boundary.
And that just tells me that Rohit Sharma has done his homework on Jason Behrendorff. He generally swings the ball into the right-handers and just straightens one up that goes away from the right-handers. So full credit to Rohit Sharma.
Another good-looking shot, but straight to the fielder. I thought he might just shorten the next ball length, much shorter, but keeping it right up.
I think it's great that he's got the first over. Just get those nerves out of the road. And I know it's a shortened format. He might only get the opportunity to bowl 1 over, maybe 2 tonight. Depends on how Kulthanow bowls from the other end.
Yeah, making his debut today, international debut. Behrendorff bowling his 3rd ball of the over. As is the tradition, the cap is given away today. It was given to him by a true Aussie cricketing legend, Brad Hogg.
What do you say? What do you say? What do you tell him?
It was pretty emotional because I've spent a lot of time with him in West Australia. We've had a lot of success with the Perth Scorchers, and he's been one of the main reasons for the Perth Scorchers and WA success over the last 10 years. And basically all I just said was he's got a great work ethic, great attitude. He's very reliable both on and off the field, and he's a great team man. So he's really deserved the opportunity.
How is somebody reliable off the field, Brad?
Well, Sanjay, you're putting me on the spot there. That could mean a lot of things, but no, he's just a great team man. If someone needs help, he's there for his teammates. He's not selfish. If things aren't going well his way, he doesn't sulk. He still makes sure he gets up in the change rooms and helps his teammate and makes sure everyone in the team's right.
Good stuff so far. Just that one ball drifting onto his pads after that has been very good.
And what a month he's had. His wife is pregnant, so it was announced that, or they found out that they were having a baby on the same day that he got announced for play for Australia. So what a day that for Jason Behrendorff.
A fairly long run-up. He's a tall guy.
So congratulations to Javel and Jason Behrendorff on the happy news that a child's on the way. They might call him Ranchi now that his debut is in Ranchi.
And welcome back, Shikhar Dhawan. Had some difficult time of late. Here he is in Indian colours. Gets beaten first ball. So impressive start from Behrendorff. 1 over gone. It's 5 for no wicket.
Yes, it's a good comeback after being flicked through mid-wicket for a boundary of the first ball that he bowled. 4 dot balls after that. It's a very, very good comeback. He's bowling at a good clip as well.
Nathan Coulter-Nile, what a one-day series he had as a bowler. In fact, he was the bankable player of the series, wasn't he? Consistent every match. Economy rate was down. Wickets as well to go with it. It's gone over the fielder. Just held the ball on its way in true Rohit Sharma style.
It's like flicking some dust off his shirt. What a shot that was. Just straying onto the pads, and that's it. Gone. It's gone. It's gone into the stands.
Once again, a little step forward, and he just waits for the ball to come to him. Never will you see overhitting with Rohit Sharma. Bowled! Bit of swing. It was right up there in the slot, but maybe late swing doing Rohit Sharma in there. What a comeback from the bowler.
Brilliant comeback from Nathan Coulter-Nile. We saw plenty of the Australian batsmen getting bowled, and it's starting to happen to the Indians tonight. Rohit Sharma, the man in form, middle stump out of the ground. That's definitely what Australia needed, defending 41 in 6 overs. Sharma out for a well-made 11. India 11 for 1.
So India have lost their first wicket after a couple of terrific shots. Rohit Sharma clean bowled by Coulter-Nile. Great delivery to keep that ball right up. The ball had some late swing on it. 2 slips now for Virat Kohli, so still attacking. Cleared at the field that the required rate is not too high, so wickets is the way to go.
Yes, I did say 41 as we sent Sharma off there. Virat Kohli, what a wonderful T20 player and one-day player. He's just so hard to bowl to. Rohit Sharma just trying to play that one through mid-wicket. Slightly misjudging the pace off the wicket.
Look towards the non-striker. Good response from Shikhar Dhawan. Virat Kohli gets off the mark.
It's played with soft hands and just a little wide of the fielder there. But Dhawan was quick to respond. Ooh, he was gone. Not too sure it was a risk worth taking.
Maybe saw that the ball was going to miss the stump, so he just put his body out of harm's way.
Oh, inside edge onto the pads. He wants a single. Oh, big shout. They've gone upstairs. Virat Kohli thinks he's fine, but who knows?
Run out referral.
Let's hear from the third umpire.
Side on, please. Can you come back? Can you come back, please? Looks okay to me. Yeah, I'm ready with my decision.
Not out, says the umpire. Matter of perspective as well. When you look at such thing, couple of Aussie commentators thinking the bat was in the air. It's the way you look at it.
Don't believe a word the Indian commentators are saying. He was in by a couple of feet there.
Got his hand to it, but couldn't take the pace off. It's going to be 4 runs for Shikhar Dhawan. It's confidence, a world of good for sure. 2 overs gone, 16 for 1.
Stepping down the pitch now. And this is more a reflex action catch. Gone off the thumb. Still had lots of power.
Tonight continues to impress. Even in this T20 match, just the 1 over, he's got a wicket. So 32 needed from 24 balls. Required rate 8. Modern day T20 players would think is not such a tough ask. Virat Kohli, the batsman, on strike. And to tie the bowler. Lovely shot. Steps out and just meets the ball. It's all about timing.
That's just brilliant batting. Playing the percentages, taking the risk, but putting the percentages in his favour, knowing that Ajay Tai bowls a lot of slower balls, knowing that mid-off's up, he took the punt.
And this is what Virat does now. He's got his eyes set on winning this game for India. Hits a boundary, takes a single. Take it upon himself to stay there till the end.
27 of 22, so really no pressure on the Indians at the moment. Left and right hand combination at the crease, never easy for the opposition bowlers.
It's the first game for Andrew Tye in the series, and the batsman that he bowls to steps out and hits him for a 4. Kind of pressure they have to deal with in T20 cricket. Good shot, he's found the gap as well. So Shikhar Dhawan has got going. Couple of boundaries.
Well, they've played against Andrew Tye in the IPL. They know that he prefers the slower delivery, so he was waiting while Virat Kohli stepped down the pitch. Look at him, he's just waiting. He knows it's a slower delivery, it's halfway down the pitch, and he's picked his spot between the 2 fielders.
Way down the pitch, maybe pitching as well outside the leg stump. It's a big appeal. Umpire will signal leg by, so he said no. There's the option of review. David Warner consulting his keeper, deciding against it.
Right-hander bowling over the wicket, more likely to be pitching outside leg stump. Oh yes, clearly pitching outside leg stump.
The good thing about Ajay Tai, he's used for the Perth Scorchers in the death overs a lot, where he can execute a Yorker as well as a slow ball. As we see there, he executes the Yorker to Kohli. If he looks back at this over, he would have liked to have bowled a couple more of these deliveries rather than bowling the slower knuckleballs on a good length.
The crowd stayed back. We've got something to cheer about, albeit a very shortened game. Puts it in the gap, takes a single, and keeps the strike for the next over. 3 overs gone, 27 for 1.
Well, it seems strange to say so, but 3 overs into India's innings. They're halfway into the run chase. Need 21 of 18. Essentially, Australia need a brilliant over. I think they've gone to Coulter-Nile as their nominated 2 overs bowler.
And it's quite early for him to finish as well, if they need him later on.
Right, Coulter-Nile. If you can play a wristy pull shot, that was that. So 20 of 17.
And if you've nominated somebody as your 2-over bowler, is this the time to give it to him? I saw Adam Zampa warming up. 5 bowlers can bowl 1 over. 1 can bowl the 2nd over. Could he have been needed possibly around the 5th, 6th over?
Presumably Zampa and Christian will bowl the next 2. Oh, he's looking in good touch. Not only is he in good touch, he's worked out exactly where the fielders are. That's a fine boundary. India motoring here.
Pressure is exactly what's on the Aussies right now. Coulter-Nile just a little bit short there. Just maybe took his pace off the ball. Shikhar Dhawan, though, in a wonderful position. Just worked around the leg side for 4.
Actually, Karthik makes a valid point. I mean, unless Australia thought that the best way was to get wickets and use their bowlers up front, you've got your 4th and 5th bowler bowling the last 2. Doesn't get hold of it, but lands safely.
It mightn't last that long, though, Harsha. They need wickets, so that will be the best way to stem the flow of runs here. A couple of wickets for the Aussies. They'll be right back in this match.
Yeah, run a ball needed. So it shouldn't be a big ask. The way they started has made it very easy for these two. Dhawan 13 of 7. The way Rohit Sharma played his cameo, 11 of 7.
A slip now. He's a man in the deep. He should come back for 2 quite easily. A little fumble helps. And you can look at it and say Australia scored at 6.32 and over. India had to go at 8 and over. When you've got 10 wickets in hand, 8 and over these days with 2 overs of field restrictions, they just brush it off, don't they, the batsmen?
Yeah, the crowd are amongst it. They can feel something special is about to happen. Aussies need a nickel. They need a wicket.
Solid sound of the bat. Just a single.
That's what India just have to do. Just take, play proper cricket shots, but take the odd risk. And the odd risk once per over will certainly make 12 from 13 balls a non-issue. A lot of men back in the shed. And all these rained, reduced overs are always tough, I find, on the bowling side sometimes, but just depends on the toss, I guess, doesn't it?
Well, he thought he might get a little nudge down to 3rd man. 36 for 1.
Bit of bounce there from Nathan Coulter-Nile. Shikhar Dhawan is in a good position. Thought there may have been a little bit of a nick. Look like we're going to see a bowling change now. Adam Zampa might get an opportunity.
Australia need is an over of the wicket in 3 runs or so. India just need 7-8 of the over. Don't want to leave too many in the last over.
Or maybe even a Kuldeep hat-trick. Harsha.
It's a beautiful thing about hope, isn't it? Always alive.
You always keep believing. That's the Australian sayings that you never give up.
I think we need a couple of Kuldeep hat-tricks.
Well, I'm up here in the commentary box between 2 wonderful gentlemen.
You got a few yourself, didn't you? Among the few who's got a one-day hat-trick. Limited overs hat-trick.
Fluked a couple.
Right, here's Zampa then. 12 needed of 12. That might be in the gap for 4 as well. It is. Fine leg was inside the circle. Not the greatest first ball to bowl. Not to a player like Kohli who's got a GPS in his mind.
And that's been his problem right through the series. Adam Zampa, he's leaked runs, not given the consistency, and especially when 12 runs are needed to bowl an absolute half-tracker to somebody like Virat Kohli doesn't help at all.
It is 8 from 11 now. India just waltzing their way through to this game. Shot again off the back pad, but was missing leg. It's not a bad ball actually. Fizzed through a little bit off the deck.
Bit skiddy as well. Isn't that a wonderful shot? Spider cam. Beautiful ground. Wonderful seeing conditions here tonight. And the crowd is huge.
It is, and I'm delighted for them because they strayed right through the rain. The enthusiasm here in Ranchi has been amazing. We've come here so many times to Ranchi, it never flags. So delighted for them that they've at least got a shortened game, but a game they can go back and say they watched. Right, Shikhar Dhawan, the left-hander. Oh, that's well bowled again. He's really getting that ball to fizz through. That was another 5Ks quicker than the previous one.
You're right, he just skid that one through. It was a good take too, also by Tim Payne. Himself in a great position.
He doesn't need to play the big shot here, Shikhar Dhawan.
Down, yeah, move.
I think if you see, there's been a couple of overs like these where Australia have conceded a boundary very early in the over. And even though they've come back, they've still conceded 6, 7, 8 runs in over.
This is a massive ball in the game. This one right now will determine what happens.
Okay.
Catch!
Almost became a massive ball, about a metre short of a dive, of that dive.
That's a fantastic effort from David Warner. Almost looked like he was trying to dive into a swimming pool. Look at the effort. No chance, but still has a crack.
Yeah, got to worry about those shoulders though these days. The last thing you want is someone to get hurt. 6 needed of 7 now. Australia only made 118 in their available overs, which was what, 18.4. Doesn't get a run, so he pulls it back beautifully, does Zampa, after conceding the boundary. It's 42 for 1.
It's game on here. 6 of 6. Who's it going to be? Dan Christian. Mentioned before, he's got a wealth of experience. And he'll embrace this.
Dan Christian, 34 years old. Nowadays in international cricket, if you're 34, it means you're sort of queuing up for the door, but not quite for Christian. He cornered 8.86, but there's been something of a rejuvenation in the last 12, 14 months or so. Won a title in the CPL, won a title in the English T20. But he's only got 6 to defend.
He does have a hat-trick in one-day cricket. Taken at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It's against Sri Lanka. He's going to need all of his experience and a bit of luck as well.
Right, Shikhar Dhawan has 14 of 11. Dan Christian has got 6 in the bank. Right, can he bowl with the same energy with which he's moving long leg fine? There we go. Bat and ball, there's a fielder in the deep, so just a single. It was a 5-over game, target was 41. India going exactly where they needed to be.
What's the script going to be, you reckon, if Australia manage to get a wicket? Does the local hero, the king, MS Dhoni, come out to bat?
Whatever pictures we saw, Brett, we saw Hardik Pandya batted up there. But you never know. The script might change.
If Dhoni comes out to bat, essentially Australia have no choice but to concede the runs because they won't leave Ranchi otherwise.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's hard to leave anyway because the traffic.
Fair call too. Right, what's the field now? We've got third man inside the circle. And for Kohli, you've got mid-off inside the circle as well. Mid-on is out, square leg is out. Then you've got point out, and now long legs dropping back as well. India can do this in singles, but I'm not sure they want to leave it till the last ball. Here's Christian. Jab, Kohli in the gap. Oh, it's fielded. Well done, they'll come back for two. That's wonderful work in the deep. Nathan Coulter-Nile is a magnificent athlete. What a good shot that was from Kohli. But he's kept Australia alive, if only just.
He reminds me a lot of Mitchell Johnson, just the way that he moves in the field. He's a strong athlete, puts his body on the line, he's fit as, and has he saved the game?
I thought you were going to mention your own self, Binga. Gun arm, athlete, fielded like that.
Not at the age of 40.
No, the good old Brett. Not now.
Oh, look at that. Got the gloves on.
Currently it's Kohli. And it will only be Kohli as he finishes it off in style like he always does. India beat Australia 7th time in a row, winning with 3 balls left. It was always going to be uphill for Australia. And Virat Kohli just sealed it, hit that in the air, but he normally hits a ball where there are no fielders.
Yeah, congratulations to India. And you're right, it's always an uphill battle for the Aussies. Many runs to play with. Come out, they've got 10 wickets in hand. But a tremendous game of cricket, what we've seen tonight.
Yes, and India win with 3 balls left to go 1-0 up in the series. I think it's fair to say that 48 from 6 overs, 10 wickets in hand, almost any side would have chased against almost any side.
Yeah, it's happened to them twice now. This is the first ODI in Chennai, curtailed game, India won. And this one again. 8 runs and over, modern day standards. And players like Virat, Rohit, Shikhar Dhawan, Pandya and Dhoni in the ranks. It's always it's not going to be a tough task for this team. So romping home by 9 wickets in the Duckworth-Lewis turn method, India. Another victory into the kitty.
And a nice confident stroke, even though he didn't get enough on it. It was enough to roll away to the fence. A little bit inside out, and he knows what that means. 7 in a row. The boys in blue.
So India win on paper by the DLS method, as it's called now, not merely Duckworth and Lewis, but the DLS method. The teams will now head off to Guwahati. So India 49 for 1 in 5.3 overs. Let's go down and join Sanjay Mantrikar.
Great to have Shikhar Dhawan back in the fold. He's come back to play for India and immediately into form, playing a substantial innings today to win the game. Must feel good.
Yeah, feeling very happy that we won the game. It was a short chase, and but still there was lots of pressure. And I've come after a 1 month break, and it's feel good to be back in the side, back with the boys, enjoying myself.
Yeah, forced break somewhat, so it must not have been tough. I mean, you've had some difficult days, Shikhar.
Yeah, it was a tough time for me and for my family, but I'm very grateful to God that we picked up the diseases, or that operation went on time. If he wouldn't have picked, then it would be a different story. So I'm very thankful to God for that.
I've always admired your nature, your temperament. You've always got a smile on your face, come what may. Your cricketing career also has reflected that, conquering challenges. Today you've come back in and you've played a good winning hand. So Shikhar, plans, how does it feel after this inning going into the next couple of matches?
Yeah, it's a good start for me, and of course it gives me lots of confidence that I've come back after a break and playing straight away, international games straight away, and it was good for me, and looking forward for the coming few games.
All the best for the coming games, and well played today, Shikhar.
Thank you so much.
Yes, good to see Shikhar Dhawan back, fighting personal battles as well. Never easy to put that aside and come and score runs here, which he did well. But we did say Australia could only set India 48 in 6 overs because they made just 118 for 8, and it was only when Finch was batting that that batting looked a decent occupation. But thereafter, runs and balls, the difference was, I'm afraid, just too high. It was the wrist spinners that turned it round. with Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav. So Chahal 1 for 23, Kuldeep Yadav 2 for 16. Pandya came back and picked up a wicket, and Bumrah was just outstanding. 3 overs, 2 for 17. India have got a very, very cohesive, strong bowling unit together in the limited overs game now. Then unfortunately it started to rain. That's why only 18.4. And we started play absolutely in the nick of time. I think 10:18 was the cutoff. We started, I think, at quarter past, and that's how we got 6 overs in. Rohit Sharma had a 6 and a 4 to make that chase of 48 very gettable, and then Kohli and Dhawan finished it off with 3 deliveries left. Berendorf, I thought, bowled an excellent first over. They might have been tempted to hold him back for the end, but Australia went with 2 for Coulter Nile, who had been the best bowler in the one-day international series. So full of confidence, got the wicket of Rohit Sharma as well. Thereafter tie, 1 over for 10. Zampa bowled all right, but was asking too much of Christian to defend just 6 in that last over. Could only bowl 3 deliveries. So this is how the game ended. 118 for 8. Australia really lots of holes in that middle order exposed today, and India finishing off 49 for 1 to win by 9 wickets under the Duckworth-Lewis system.
India won the toss, asked the Australians to bat first, and it never got off. A couple of handsome shots from David Warner definitely showed the intention with which they wanted to play, but the execution was not there. Bhuvneshwar Kumar coming back strongly after being hit for 2 boundaries. Aaron Finch once again looked in good touch, as has been right through the series from his bat. Some handsome shots once again, both sides of the wicket. Every time he was given some room, he made full use of it.
There was also a phase in the game when you thought that batting wasn't that difficult actually. But then Chahal to Maxwell has been one of the little encounters within the battle in the series. I'm afraid it didn't work out right for Maxwell, with Chahal picking it up. This time off a long hop, but a wicket nonetheless. And then really, it was down to Finch. But once Finch was gone, it was there were just too many holes in that middle order. Karthik, I thought the wrist spinners were just fantastic.
Yeah, they have been. Both of them are very young, but they have forged a very good partnership, these two. And then Hardik Pandya, who was slightly expensive, came back to bowl 2 tidy overs. Chahal and Kuldeep consistently troubling all the batsmen. This was put down of the bowling of Chahal. Once again, a long hop. The batsman was Tim Payne, but didn't do too much damage. Moises Henriques, he's a handy player, he's a strong player. And then this was the 6 from the bat of Payne, and this hurried through. Jasprit Bumrah has been very good in the death overs. Once again, nailing his Yorkers to perfection.
Yes, and even when they were not getting bowled, the stumps were still being scattered. This was a fantastic effort from Virat Kohli to knock Australia's last hope. Dan Christian found him a few inches short. Then the rain came, and we wondered whether we'd have a game at all. Said 10:18 was the cutoff. It seemed at about 9:40, 9:45 that we may not get a game. It relented. And then Rohit Sharma showed what good form he's in with these 2 shots to get the innings going. And even though he had his middle stump knocked out thereafter, India got the momentum in what was really a very small run chase. And we'll be delighted to see that even after coming off a bit of a layoff, that Shikhar Dhawan is hitting the ball off the middle. Virat Kohli, of course, in fine form. And between them, they kept hitting the boundaries that ensured there was never going to be pressure going into the last over. Australia kept conceding boundary in the first ball of an over, and then this of the 3rd from Virat Kohli to seal the win for India with 3 deliveries left. So Australia managed just 118 for 8. There was no middle, as Chahal and Kuldeep took between them 3 for 39 in their 8 overs. Bhuvneshwar and Bumrah were excellent as well, and that meant India only had 48 to get, and got those quite easily with 3 deliveries left in a 6-over run chase. And so India's domination continues, having won the one-day series 4-1, only giving Australia that whip in Bengaluru. And now they've started the T20 series in much the same way, winning here in Ranchi by 9 wickets. Head off now to Guwahati and then to Hyderabad. So there you are. We're going to the easternmost cricket playing city in India. We're going to Guwahati. We will be with you live at 7 o'clock India time for the second T20 International. Look forward to greeting the people of Guwahati and bringing some cricket from there. For the moment though, from Ranchi, delighted we got a game, but it's time to say good night.